Good morning. I wish I could be with you guys there in India at the Andaz. It looks so nice.
Okay, can we show more energy and applauses? And over to you.
Fantastic. This is going to be the most dynamic 15 minutes that you guys will see. I'm a former search engine engineer. I built the analytics at Yahoo. For those of you who are old enough, and a lot of the people I trained, they went on to work at Google. So a search engine's view of the world is in objects. So if we look at the sponsors, for example, here you can see my screen at Click Summit. There are people from V Commission and Indian Express. Everything is an object. There's a person, there's a company, there's a product, and this is what all these people that claim to be SEO experts, they don't understand. What Google is doing is trying to say for all the different objects, like these different people, what information do we have about them, and then how do they connect with other people or connect with other products or places or experiences and whatnot. So Google is just trying to tie all these objects together based on these different nodes. And Google has something that almost no one knows about, and it's called the knowledge graph. The knowledge graph is the big database of all the things. So we built a little tool, and you can use it as well. It's open. You don't have to put in your email address or anything like that. And you just put in the name of the company or your name. And I did one just for fun. I put in V Commission, and I see that, it's the title sponsor. It's a corporation thing, organization, company. And then when we look at it on Google, you see the triple dots here? This shows that this is a knowledge panel. Every one of these items here that shows up in the knowledge graph is a knowledge panel. It has a different ID. So this is Parul, who I think is the CEO. Confidence score of 1, which is relatively low, but we'll talk about how to fix that for you guys. The cool thing is that she has a knowledge panel, right? And we can click on this and we can see that this is Google's data, not me. This is not, me. I'm showing you what Google, I'm using their API to be able to pull. So against this object, which is a person, the CEO, a V Commission, it's pulled from this New Delhi ad tech. That's where Google says is the most authoritative source about her. And then she has a website, personal brand website, which all of you guys should have. I don't care if you're a media buyer or a CMO or whatnot, or even if you don't show your face because you're an administrative kind of person or you don't want to be famous or an influencer. That's not what this is about. This is about tying yourself in with the graph, tying in all of your products, all your top customers, everything to be able to show Google that you're trustworthy and you do the things that you say that you do. So this is not about buying backlinks or any of the black hat sorts of things. This is how to win the right way, and I'm going to show you some things that even the black hat people don't understand, and their techniques are falling apart, as you've probably seen. So when you see this knowledge panel, this object, you see up here, it's kind of hard to see on the screen probably, but it has a KGM ID. This is the social security number or, number, that unique identifier. Can you not hear me? Oh, looks like, am I talking too fast? Looks like the organizer is texting me on WhatsApp. Oh, share my screen. I am sharing my screen. Let me stop and share again. All right. How about now? Can you see that? Yes? So let me know. Yes, okay. So this is Parul Bhargava, and you can see it has an object ID. And this object, if we click on claim this knowledge panel, I want all of you guys to do this. I don't care if you think you're not a big deal, or maybe you're a new student, or whatever it is. I want you to go to this tool. Just type in Blitz Metrics Knowledge Graph Explorer. Type in your name. Type in your company name. And look at what Google has to say. And I built this tool because so many of my friends are like, how do I do this? And I said, here, I'll just make a tool real quick, right? And then when you see yourself, if you're here, that's a really good sign. Then you can click see on Google, right? And then this is a special URL. This is not like a regular search. You can see up here, it says KGM ID. So the ID for V Commission for this one is this one. And then here, if I click on the triple dots, claim this knowledge panel. If I see this blue button that says get verified, that means it's not been claimed, right? And I don't need to tell you why it's so important. It's not verification as like Instagram or TikTok blue check mark. It's a different kind of blue check mark. It's proving that you are the person who manages that entity, or you are that person. So if I am Parul, who's connected with this entity, so we did this entity search on V Commission, and if I'm Parul and I click on this, and then I click on the triple dots, CEO, V commission, personal brand website. I click on the triple dots. It's right here in plain sight, and like no one seems to know this. It blows my mind. We've been doing this for years and years, and people don't understand. It's free, it's easy. If you're a performance marketer, how can you not do this, right? There's no excuse. Click on this, claim this knowledge panel. It's not been claimed, right? Shame on you. I don't mean they're the title sponsor, so maybe I'll be nice. But you go through this process on how to claim it. It's very easy. You say, yes, I'm this person. Yes, this is me. You fill in this box. You have to fill it in properly. Most people, they get rejected because they just say, I want this knowledge panel. Well, they're going to reject you for that. You need to say, I'm the CEO of eCommission. I spoke at Click Summit. Here's other people I'm associated with. I published this book. I went to this school. You want to show all this factual information, right? And then you upload your ID, of course, to show who you are and show that you're logged in to your LinkedIn, to your website, to all these other things that are showing up here. And then you get an email back from Google, usually the next day, saying, congratulations, or they may say, sorry, we denied you because the information wasn't good enough or whatnot. But if you can start with claiming your products, your company, who you are in Google's knowledge graph, you are saying, look, I'm white hat. Look, I have happy customers. I don't do fake reviews, right? I'm not doing black hat stuff. Maybe I have a bunch of affiliates that are happy customers and I'm paying them a commission to talk about my stuff or whatever it is. That's fine, right? I'm running ads, I'm doing SEO, all of these things, right? But if you can get anyone that's connected with you, you could be an agency, and you're connected with other companies, other influencers, other people at Click Summit that you meet. If I was there in Delhi with you guys, I would be meeting with you and taking pictures and showing that I actually am in India. So I'll show you, for example, like in my Google Photos, this is everything on my iPhone, right? You can see where I've been, this food that I've made, I've been in 10 countries in the last 10 weeks. But if I look at India, everything's tagged, right? If I look at India, you can see I've been to India many times, the Taj Mahal, obviously, I was in Mumbai with some of my friends. We do a lot of education. So all of these things here, my buddy Dan Yulin, who's a big coach in the United States, spoke at some conferences, right? All of these things here, this is connecting me with other people like my buddy Alex Berman. He's really big in email marketing, #1, cold email marketing guy. You can see this, I'm connected to this entity. So if I want to promote something in email marketing, if I want to be tied to, whatever that person has an expertise in, if I show that I'm associated with that person, then that shows trust to Google, right? Because if his entity is strong, then I'm tying myself with the trust of that person. So I want you to think about how that fits in with what you're doing as part of what we call this topic wheel. So think about you, or think about a product. You can build multiple topic wheels. Or think about your company and you're promoting multiple products, right? For each product, what is the expertise? What is the community that product is associated with? Or if this is you in the middle, where are you from and what expertise do you have and what's your network, right? Where are you credible? Where do you have a competitive advantage? You're a great media buyer. What is the thing, right? And then connect that with other people who are credible, other organizations that are credible, other books, other events, all of these things to show that you are connected with those other people who are also authoritative in those other topics. Now, if you are an introvert like me, then you're going to start from the middle and you'll think about what your topics are, and then from the topics you'll think who are the people associated with those topics. If you're an extrovert, you're like a salesperson, affiliate manager, you might start with who do you know, and then of those people, what are they expert in, and then how does that bring influence back to you? So this is a search engine engineer's brain thinking about how do you map influence, right? Everything I believe in performance marketing to drive sales. I get it, clicks, conversion rates, cost per click, all of this stuff, tracking IDs, all of those are great. But the heart of it is you're convincing an underlying consumer to buy a particular product. And they buy because of the trust of who their friends are, because of people they respect, because of organizations, because of channels that they follow, all of those things. I don't care if people are using social media or ads or SEO, or they have a list, or all the different ways, right, for affiliates. I know it's Click Summit, but used to be Indian Affiliate Summit. But where can you harvest that credibility? And if you do that right, then you're not dependent upon constantly having new offers, right? I was probably one of the first affiliates to get $10 million per year by selling dating products or other products. I'm telling you, this works very well. It's not an immediate trick that works with the search engines. Let me show you something else too. So I just showed you, I've got like 5 minutes left. So I showed you that the structure for search engines is the knowledge graph, all these databases of objects and how these objects are connected together. And when you can show that you're connected with these other objects, then that's something that Google will take into account and assign what's called a confidence score, like I was showing you here, right? When we look up something, confidence score of 1, or let's see, this, who is Sanjay Sindwai, CEO of Indian Express, so he's got a confidence score of 89. That's high, right? Anything above 100, that's amazing, right? And there's duplicates too, which he needs to fix. But you can see, right? There's all these things, and he's got a full knowledge panel because his confidence score is high because of all these things. He's got his LinkedIn, Twitter. He should connect his Facebook and Instagram, and all this make it stronger. We're looking at all the information associated with him, right? All the information associated with me, or my companies, or my products, or all this kind of stuff, right? You can see, like I have one too, right? So if this is here, here's the secret hack. To show Google and show ChatGPT that you deserve to rank, then what you do is you do podcasts with someone else who's well-known for that product. And it could be influencers or marketing managers, other people at the conference, other people in performance marketing, whatever the different topics are, because those podcasts you repurpose into videos, turn those videos into clips, turn those into articles. You can use AI to turn those things into articles very quickly. And then when you have multiple corroborating loops of evidence that show, for example, that I asked, so I speak at this DigiMarCon conference, and I asked ChatGPT or Gemini, what's the world's largest digital marketing conference? It says, oh, it's DigiMarCon. It's definitely not the world's largest conference. I asked ChatGPT, what's the world's largest digital marketing conference? It says, oh, of course, it's DigiMarCon, uncontested. Biggest one. No, it's not. It's small, right? Do you know why we were able to fool ChatGPT and Gemini? Because we had all these videos and whatever from other people saying, yes, this is press releases. This is the #1 world's largest digital marketing conference, right? Bigger than Click Summit. I don't think so. You guys are much bigger, right? But because AI doesn't understand what is true or not. Now, Google understands what's true because of the whole idea of the database of objects and all this. But if you want to win an AI, when you have many people, because it's not organizing the AI is not organizing information like a big database like the search engines do, right? It's just a word calculator. It's predicting words at you. So if it's being said in multiple places, especially on Reddit and Twitter and YouTube, then it's like, well, if all these other people said this is the best product or this is the biggest digital marketing conference or whatnot, and it's being said, that exact same phrase, world's largest digital marketing conference in multiple places, then you will rank in ChatGPT. And there are tools that, what is the one I want to show you? I got like 2 minutes left? How many minutes do we have left? There's tools that will show, what is the one that I want to show you? I forgot the name of it. I got too many tabs that are open. Do I have the tab open? I don't remember. But you can basically look in your analytics and you can see where the traffic's coming, which AI queries you rank on. And I put together this whole guide. Let's see if I can figure out which tab here it is, right? This is 319 pages. So if you have a young adult or if you want to look at this, I've taken all of Google's guidelines. I've taken all the things that have worked for us and put it into this 319-page document. Our favorite thing to do in the last 2 years in building this, we didn't intend to build a 300-page document, is we've trained up young adults, usually like the sons and daughters of the CEOs and other companies, and then they implement this process. This Content Factory process shows all the different tools that we're using to take the raw information, the proof, the experiences, the happy customers, process it through these AI tools, ChatGPT or Descript or your favorite ones, post it to multiple places because that's what the AI is looking for. The AI wants to know that many people are saying this. Google wants to know this too, but the citations are a little bit different from Google because Google's looking at like how trustworthy someone is and EEAT, these kinds of things, and then you promote it. And so if these things are in place, you're making everything stronger for your affiliates or for your internal campaigns or everything else here. So understand that these subcomponents can change, but the most important thing is understand that you have this whole process and you're constantly becoming stronger and stronger because this is how search and social and AI work together. Take a snapshot of that QR code before I close it. I'm going to close it in like 5 seconds, right? And I want you to do this. I want you to claim your knowledge panel for you as a marketing professional, for your company, for your products. I want you to win in Google. I want you to win when someone asks ChatGPT, what's the best shampoo? I don't know, whatever it is that you are trying to rank on. Teach your affiliates how to do this. Help your affiliates be better visible in Google and AI at the same time. You do that, that's why I'm here. That's where I want to see you guys win. I'm here to answer your questions even online. I'm about to hop on an airplane in a couple hours, but if you reach out to me on LinkedIn or Twitter or wherever, it's not an AI, it's not a VA, I actually will answer. And I want to see you guys win. I'm so thankful for my friends at Click Summit for inviting me. I wish I could be there with you guys in person, but I just want you guys to see from a search engine engineer's perspective what the data looks like, the signals that we're looking at, instead of the typical SEO thing, which is like trying to fool people like me, right? If you do things the right way, you're going to win, and you're not going to be subject to all these tricks that keep expiring. And now like the affiliate space is like, oh, here's a new trick, here's a new trick. The trick doesn't work. Now here's the next new trick. You know what I mean? I'm tired of that, right? This is work. This is good. If you have good products with good reputation, these techniques will win. And I'd love to hear whatever questions you have, whatever feedback. If I went too fast, if you disagree, if you want to make some of our stuff better, please let me know. I mean, I want to enhance this training on behalf of everybody. I would like nothing more than to create more jobs. I retired 20 years ago, but what drives my passion is creating jobs and seeing you guys win, doing things the right way, and products and people that deserve to win. I want to see you guys rank in AI and rank in Google. So thank you very much.